Change, change, and change. Hey, gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com. And if you don't understand change, or if you don't like to change from the way you are to the way you perceive the world, then you're going to be in big shock and trouble because I'm bringing you the stock market price live. I'm bringing you Bitcoin's popping and the real estate market is hurting. But before I talk about these subjects, I want to talk about change. Since 2013, I've been providing you guys real estate, free education. And throughout that time, if you followed me since the beginning, you've seen me change so many different times, from the way I look, the way my body is, the way my haircut is, the way my philosophy is. And that's because there's strength in change. I'm not rigid like a tree. I'm willing to be flexible, right? In the wind. I'm willing to change. Now, many of us don't like to change. The only time you want to change is when a baby's diaper is wet. But as an individual, we don't like to change. And here's the problem that relates to my subject line, that in the world we're living in with internet, cryptocurrencies, how fast the internet is moving from 3G to 4G to 5G and so on and so on, with blockchain technology, the way the bankers are manipulating the market, what have you, change is something that you have to embrace. And I know many of us don't want to embrace because as we get older, we don't want to change. We become stubborn and become in our ways. But I want to stress to you the importance of change and being willing to accept change. For example, the stock market today is bleeding. And guess what? Well, last week it was bleeding. It's been bleeding since, guess what? Christmas Eve this year, right? It's been bleeding since Christmas Eve 2018, where we saw the most crash since 1930s. Now, if you look at the stock market from the very day zero to one, you'll just see it's just going up. Sure, it has some down days, but it keeps going up. And it never goes like all the way down significantly. It's just constantly going up. However, there are major crashes throughout. Why does it just keep going up? Because it's a rigged game. It's a rigged game. Okay, that's why it's constantly going up. The equity market is rigged, and if it wasn't rigged, that's why there wouldn't be all these government agencies to monitor it. Just like cryptocurrencies, they're rigged right now. People that have call wealth, they can move the market in one way or another because human nature, we're conditioned and programmed from the very beginning to beat each other up for us to get ahead versus helping each other so we could be our dreams, not have to work and live in a world of abundance. Because if you look around, nature is abundant. Okay, um, everything works in mysterious ways. The food that I eat, I'll poop it out, and the grass will soak it up. The trees will soak it up, right? And then they'll produce oxygen and they'll produce fruits and vegetables for us to eat to cycle it all again. So it's all cyclical, which brings me to the stock market because since the game is rigged and the big guys never lose, who are the big guys? Well, the central bankers, the feds, and big corporations that buy the lawmakers, congressmen and women, through lobbying, which is like a bribery, which is all, it's like, oh, they're lobbyists, man. They're just buying these guys. Okay. Now, they're buying them in open. For example, if you go to Iran and you get pulled over, you could give the police officer maybe $100 and he'll let you go. And they say, oh, that's a bad system. Well, in America, if you get pulled over, me and you can't give the police nothing. They'll shoot you, right? But Amazon, but petroleum, but car manufacturers, pharmaceutical companies, right? They can buy the congressman or woman to make laws in their favor, like Monso, like what happened in the last crash, ladies and gentlemen, 2006, 2007. Who did we bail out? The people had to bail out, right? So the game is rigged because the guys with the money, they buy the Congress people, the lawmakers, and laws are made for their favor. One great example is that if you have a job, you're trading your time for some fake paper. You're trading your time. Okay, your time is. They say, you know, what did they say? Like, time is money. No, time is life, and you only have so much life. Money is fake. They could print it on a printing machine, right? Money is fake. They can print it on a printing machine, especially every fiat dollar or Chinese yen or Germany, whatever. It's all printed. So time is your life, and if you're traded in for some kind of fake paper, well, all the laws are meant for against you, right? They want you to pay the highest taxes, where Amazon makes billions of dollars. They get government subsidies, they get government tax credits, tax write-offs, and so on and so on. Okay, Fortune 500 companies. Okay, another example will get bailed out. Car car manufacturers, banks. But if you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to start a business and you fail, there's no bailout for you. In the last crash, when banks did crazy stuff, there wasn't no bailout for the homeowners. That's why Mr. Investor started, because I saw what was going on. I was trying to help one homeowner at a time. At the same time, help myself out, create a win-win situation. And many of the homeowners that I save, if I still see them, they'll love me because I saved their credit. I was able to go buy another home because their house is going to go upside down for whatever situation the bankers put them in. Okay. So as we're watching the real estate market, it's just swinging from left, swinging for right. And in my opinion, there's Ghostbusters. They call Ghostbusters and then bail them out. But one thing that was very, very different today is usually every day it starts off crashing hard. And at the very end, maybe 2 or 3 hours before the market closes, they call Ghostbusters and they come and fix the problem and it becomes positive or neutral. But today was very, very different because in a day it was positive and at the very ends, it went boom, 237 points negative. Okay. And this is every day now. Now, the reason I talked about change and how the system is rigged is because we have to understand that we have to constantly change and the system is rigged. And so they're also always trying to change it for them to win. Okay. One great example is going to be this time when the banks go bust because of derivatives. Okay. It's like complex. It's hard to explain. It's hard to understand. Okay. But there's so many different aspects that's going to make the bankers bust. But like this time, when they bust from derivatives, or if they bust from Deutsche Bank in Germany going bust, which will accelerate the defaults, and multiple banks probably will be involved because, as I explained many in my videos, that everything's interconnected, especially with central bankers. So when one falls, it's going to be a domino effect. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be in America. It could be in Germany. It could be in Greece. It can be one of these babies bust. Some banker is insuring them or providing X or Y services, and then they go bust, and then a bunch of other people go bust, and boom. Okay. So let me get some tea. The stock market is going to go bust, in my opinion. It's not financial advice. And that's the last stand. Now, Big Brother and Federal Reserve, they want to inflate, because if that's the name of the game with fiat currency, they got to inflate. That's why in the 1910, a movie ticket cost 10 cents. In the 1930, a movie ticket cost $1.55. In 2019, A ticket costs $13.76 or something like that, right around there. Okay, you can see that's inflation, right? So they want to inflate, and two ways to do that is, you know, for example, printing money, right? The other example is inflate gas prices. And one way to do that exactly is to war or threat of war, because since, you know, we're now becoming the first producers of oil in a long time in the world, right? We want the prices to be up high, right? We don't want them to be at $3 a gallon. We don't want them to be at four. We want them to be at $9. We want them to, so we can make the most money, so our companies can make money. One way to inflate the prices is through threat of war, because like war will scare the shit out of everyone, and the average person will just say, okay, whatever Big Brother says to protect me is going to work, okay? Uh, and if we don't go to war, either way, the prices of the pumps are going to go up, and I predict it's going to be $9. And another way inflation is for them to print money. All right, guys, 1 second. Here we go. All right, I'm freestyling it. It's windy out here, so my machine fell. So what am I saying? I'm saying there's a great opportunity upon us. I've been coining it called subject to heaven, and I'm super excited, guys. Okay, now cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin are popping also. Okay, which kind of makes sense because Bitcoin was created to go against the bankers in the meltdown of the last crash was given birth to. So it kind of makes sense. As that one goes down, that one's going to go opposite. Okay, they're popping. You know, Bitcoin's up almost $9,000. A lot of different altcoins or shit coins are also up as well. I have invested in these coins as well. So it's a great time upon us, and gold is right around 1280, $1,300, and I think that is going to go up. Okay, with war, with more trade wars, because the name of the game is inflation. I talked about one way they're going to create inflation, which is war and increased oil prices. Okay. The other is tariffs, because one thing that tariffs do is in, in, instantly the price of things you buy will go up. Okay. 25% instantly. And I've already seen it just on Amazon on something that I ordered. And I can do a video about it if you guys want. Leave a comment where it went up. I bought something and a few days later, after the tariffs went in place, went to buy it again, and it had gone up 25%. And I'm like, damn, actually went 15% because it's already up 10%. And then they added the other 15. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Okay. So they want the prices to go up, which means that the average person is going to be hurting. According to the statistics that's out there, majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Majority of people are getting into debt. And from the story of it, the middle class is evaporating. They want everyone to be on subsidized cheese because Big Brother and they like to, and big corporations and the elite, they like to subsidize two types of people: the very elite, the rich, and the very, very poor. Okay, they want the poor to vote for them, and they want the elite to, you know, to sponsor them in a sense through lobbyists to pay for their campaigns, and so they could be reelected. So it's really not about me or you, in my opinion. It's more about the whoever's holding the bigger sacks of cash. Okay, which has kind of been the same thing since the beginning of time, right? Is nothing new, and that's why I'm very happy about cryptocurrencies, because it eliminates J.P. Morgan, it eliminates Bank of America, it eliminates Fidelity, it eliminates Western Union, eliminates all these middlemen and middlewomen that just touch something and make money out of it, but more importantly, they manipulate and they enslave us. Okay, so Bitcoin is popping, guys. I'm very excited, and I'm looking forward to go hit 50,000 above, guys. Okay, exciting times. Now, what about real estate, guys? Real estate is hurting month after month. Now, multiple consecutive months, real estate has been down. nationwide, guys. Okay, some places they're already in the negatives. Okay, like California, but it's already hurting. And since I have my ears on the streets with my profit sharing coaching, I have a bunch of students from California, Florida, Chicago, New York, New Jersey, Colorado, Las Vegas, you name it. Okay, Oklahoma, they're working it and they're bringing me deals, and I'm getting to see that people are getting more and more and more motivated. People are getting to get to a point where it's going to be boiling. Okay, now what does that mean? Well, what that means is very soon there's going to be a lot of inventory and not enough buyers. And what that will translate for me or any other real estate investor that's smart, that's willing to run into the fire, great opportunities for me to buy houses at a deep discount or just to take over someone's loan if they have marginal equity or if they have no equity or even if they have 20, 30% equity or a lot of equity, doesn't matter. I can always use one of these strategies and many other strategies. Now, if you're interested on how to do sandwiches, lease options, subject twos, you want to wholesale deals, you want to fix and flip, you want a landlord, you want to get passive income, you want to carry a note, then you should join my profit sharing coaching. We meet every Saturday for $20 per meeting. We meet right from your computer, which is awesome because you don't have to drive to a freaking real estate club. And there's absolutely no sales pitch at the meeting. I don't sell you anything. What we do is we help you find deals in your city, and I'll let you use all the tricks that I've been knowing since 25 years that I created through my creativity and imagination. I'll let you download that stuff, okay? And what I call my tools. And you take my tools and you take action, you find motivated sellers. And I'm having a lot of success with my students, okay, coming to me and being really, really happy about the amount of leads they're able to generate for freaking $0, no money. Now I know there's a lot of different ways to advertise, and I have books about 42 ways to generate money. But I have one thing that's a secret called my Flipping Wednesdays, and I include that in my profit sharing, guys. You take that; it's a simple task. You just do it. Okay, so simple, but it's so complex and so clever. But I made it so simple where you can do it yourself, learn how to make money, and then hire a person in India or Pakistan or somewhere else to do it for you for 75 cents an hour. Let someone else do it for you for less than $1 an hour, guys and ladies. Okay. And it generates you shitload of business. You can sit here and be a wholesaler all over America because all you need is just a computer and an internet and your ability to follow instruction. It's just a simple, you just do it and it'll generate you more leads than you know what to do with. And all you have to do is just show up every Saturday and let me help you. Let me coach you. Let me show you how to talk to a seller. Let me show you how to what a motivated seller is, how to filter them out, and everything from A to Z to close the deal in our 1 hour meetings, guys. Your only job is to get on the bicycle and put the sweat equity in. The more you can pedal, the more you can bring deals in, the more me and you're gonna make money. It's as simple as that, guys. Again, it's $20 per meeting, which is $83 a month, guys. All right. And what you get is you get a group one-on-one coaching. You get access to my starter up kit, my my tools that you just take and download and implement. And then you bring all these sellers every Saturday right from your computer from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock Central Time. And I help you talk to them, negotiate, answer every question you may have. And at the same time, I teach you a lot of tricks and a lot of insider information that I don't disclose to everyone here. I know I give away 90% of my stuff, but trust me, that other 10% is what I call the cream of the cream. Okay. So if you like that 90%, and I know a lot of you ladies and gentlemen have taken the 90% and have made a lot of money from it, okay, and much respect to you. But imagine what that 10%, the cream, is going to be like. Okay. So I invite every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, to join me every Saturday for 20 bucks. You don't have to drive nowhere. There's no sales pitches. And I hope you find deals and help you do deals in your backyard. And we'll split the profits. As simple as that, guys. So what I want you to do now is click the jab button, and click the like button, and go ahead and share this message. And let me know. Do you guys own any Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Neo, EOS, any of that stuff, guys? If you have any of this stuff, and if not, why not? And if you do, why do you have it? Because I'm very curious why you guys have it versus why you don't. This is not financial advice or anything like that. But what I am trying to do is spark a light in your brain so you can do your own due diligence. So you can realize that, oh shit, man, there's going to be a tsunami of houses that are about to be foreclosed on. We have 7 million people defaulting on, on credit cards, on auto payments, all kinds of stuff. Okay, we're having tariff wars. We're going to make things more expensive. We're evaporating the middle class. Majority of people can't even pay their bills. They're just one paycheck away. Right? We saw it when the government shut down, and even the government workers were needed payday loans and those kind of things because they were just living paycheck to paycheck. What do you think is going to happen in this next crash when the bankers are going to do negative interest rate, which means they're going to take your money and my money out of our banks to bail themselves out? Because bankers never lose, guys. They never lose. They always win. I never seen a banker lose. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've seen a banker lose. So what I want you to do is click the like button, guys. Share. Let me know if you have any cryptocurrencies, and if you do, what it is, and why did you buy them? If you don't, why didn't you buy them? I'm very interested to read everyone's comment. Much love to you. And one thing, remember, join me every Saturday. I'm not going to let you down. Peace.